319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Now, rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, he'll definitely take them.
So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He's going to go for a big play downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Get 300. Get 300.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 61 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Redskins nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 10, Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Haskins now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll go down at the 28. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Mike's 50.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Haskins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. On the draw, this is Scarborough. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season, as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's good for a Washington Redskins. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Haskins on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
At the 47-yard line.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a trunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Haskins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
26 Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 26. Back north.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
30.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, and he fires one incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. But now it's 3rd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Reset. Mark 55. Mark 55. All day, just like that. Go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Ryan Kerrigan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And taken right at the 35. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
first down. It's Haskins. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Now Rodgers operating from the gun. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and that'll bring up second down. On second down, it's Pollard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From midfield now, Haskins. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
A gain of 6 yards. It's fourth down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
And the Washington Redskins first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Quarter of play with the score after 17. Redskins 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Touchdown. Go, go. I got you, boy. Here we go. Here we go. 50.
Throwing now. Haskins on first down. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. You got 3.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On third down, it's Pollard. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. 24 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Packers 17, Redskins 10.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12. 44-yard line.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Mark 55, Mark 55. Watch the car, watch the car.
On second and 12, Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially... with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
The Redskins on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Haskins on third down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check it back, check it back. Go. Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. You want to go night-night? Time to go night-night. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On first down, Pollard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on second down. Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Haskins to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Blake Martinez. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Throwing on second down. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up second and 13. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now Rodgers, and that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 6, now second and 4. Back to throw. Look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Melvin Ingram in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Paul Richardson. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Tight end roll. 3 down. Set it.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.